This is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented them from being a touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got the pass and still going. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. He moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Hand it off for a draw. He's brought down out at the 46. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Pass caught near the sideline, but he gains nothing. That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's good right down the middle. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the upmen. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top.
And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw here. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. And the Black Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Fights off a defender. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught by the receiver. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's accurate. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense will stay on the field for this fourth down attempt. Looking to throw it again. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. And the Black Knights will line up now. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. It's a second and goal play for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And he'll be brought down. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Fresh set it down for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Championship game, fourth quarter, starts with a pass. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Give it to the back again. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he takes this from inside the 5. What a stiff arm. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Makes a quick grab. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver makes the catch. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the Black Knights will line up on first and 10. On the ground, it's Acker. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Wants to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Black Knights come to the line with first and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Black Knights. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Here's a target, and it's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? And throwing again on second and 10. Looking deep for late game heroics. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up? Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing on the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Army Black Knights.
All right, for those of you that don't know, we just finished up our season with Army, and we took the job at Michigan just to change it up and go to try to win another national championship somewhere else. So that's where we're at now, and go Wolverines! Let's go. Hey, what's going on? Actually, I am working on my Dynasty right now. But if you want to add me on the friends list and maybe when I'm playing some people, then we'll check it out. You know what I mean?
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana, home to the Ball State Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Cardinals ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Wolverines offense will go to work first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ball State's offense will go to work for the 1st time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 50
yards on the play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 49 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket. Survey.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, he's the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Walters. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Ball State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. That's caught. It's Brown. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the tight end. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll give it to the back. He's up to 57 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The run from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Durant. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
To the air, it's Walters. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants it all. Touchdown Cardinals. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Hey, what's going on, Smith? How you doing?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds a tight end down the gut. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. To the air on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Working that left side.
You gonna be watching that game tonight?
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quickly complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third route. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing.
There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back's looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Plucks it out of the air. Touchdown, Wolverines. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was...
He's going for the big play. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Wants to throw. It's Walters.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
They'll run it. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He's gonna take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn. They get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
They feed him again. That's 20. He's got space. Good job up front to get it out to the 22 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 23 over Jacksonville State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They get to him as he throws. Hauls it in. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Walters. Got a man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved in. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Coming out with it, it's Burr. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, y'all. I appreciate you stopping in and checking out the stream. Get a chance, hit that follow button or hit that subscribe button. And we're going to be out of here for a little bit, take us a break, and we might play a little bit after the playoff game. We'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in.